What up, YouTube? This is the two big bros you're hanging out with. I think about it.
And Mr. The Toe. So anyway, today we're going to talk about breaking protocol at your job. What people think about people that break protocol. So when I talk about breaking protocol, I'm talking about things like, if you're in the service industry and you deal with the public, you try and hit on them, or you physically assault them, things like that. Or other protocols where it's like, you're not supposed to, say you work in like a bar and there's a VIP section and you're the person servicing the VIP section, but they want you to sit down and hang out with them. You're not supposed to do that, but you do that. Breaking protocol. Everybody else is working, you're sitting like as if you're the customer, but you're not. You're working. That type of protocol. I just wanted to see what people had ideas about that. If you have an idea about that, breaking protocol.
Well, I think with all the scenarios that you said, I think if you're assigned to a VIP station and they're giving you $500 tip, if they want you to sit on their lap, sit on their lap. I don't think you should hit on people. That's not professional. Assaulting them, there's always a reason to assault somebody. But I think there's rules for a reason, I think even the VIP section, I don't think it's fair that, like how you said, if everybody's working and you're sitting down. But if you're assigned to that section and everybody's serviced and they tell you to... Now, I don't think you should drink on the job, even if the customer pays you.
There's another breaking protocol like bartenders.
Yeah, I don't think
that was very common when I was working at the bar and running it. Is the bartenders who would have customers buy them drinks and they're drinking on the job.
Right.
And that's
I think that's bad. I just see there's rules for a reason, and if you value your job, big tip isn't worth breaking the rules.
The other thing that's part of breaking protocol that was a bigger red flag to me, then, because if you're in the VIP, for example, the VIP section we're talking about, it's not too bad. It's a gray line, right? Because you're in such a high level of service, right? It's a kind of gray area for you to be, if the customer asks you, sit down, take a couple pictures or whatever, that's fine, and you continue working, not just totally partying with them. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
No, I wasn't, I never meant to take part of the shenanigans. I was just sitting on their lap.
Yeah, if they ask you to do whatever.
Yeah.
There's kind of a gray line with that, and I understand, but there's a certain point where you pass the line. The other thing I was talking about with
I think if it's hindering your duties, then you shouldn't. But if it's only like short time and everybody else is taken care of, I think it's okay.
The other thing I was talking about with breaking protocol is, for example, there are some jobs, not only service jobs, but other skilled labor jobs, right? Where you know when you're hired, even though the schedule says you work 6 hours, yeah, at the end of your shift, you may be required to work a couple extra hours, sometimes up to 4 more extra hours or 5 even. But that's just the protocol for the job, and you know that when you hired. But there are people, and I've seen this on Tactic and Bookface, where people are bitching and moaning, oh, I am only on a schedule for 4 hours, and I'm supposed to leave at 5 o'clock. But then the manager tells me, oh no, we're gonna stay 2 more hours to finish this whatever task we need to finish. But instead of doing what they're supposed to do and stay at overtime, they just clocked out and went home and said, look, the schedule only says that, I'm only gonna work that, and they left. To me, that's obviously breaking protocol, because you were told when you were hired, this can happen, this happens often, you get OT.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Your boss should have told you prior to the end of your shift, at the earliest notice, because some people have kids, some people have 2 jobs, some people had a late night the night before.
I understand, but this is
some people have rides.
Where I go back to, you were told.
Yeah, but Will,
these things happen.
Yeah, but you know, I was told 1 year ago, yeah, that this could happen, and for 12 months you've never done it, right? And then all of a sudden, after 12 months, boom, there's inventory, or the place needs to be cleaned, or something, or there's a big party that was unexpected, or somebody doesn't show up to shift. You cannot just expect me to drop everything. That's why I said, like, if you tell them before the end of shift that, hey, we might need you to stay, so you give me the opportunity to make arrangements, then I can see. And if I can make the arrangements, I'll stay. If I can, I gotta go, bro. I don't think that's. Now, if it happens every week and it's an ongoing thing every time, then yeah, you should. You should already know that, like remember Denny's, like, you should already know that the person might not come in for night shift, so just plan to stay. Or like when I worked graveyard, just plan to stay a couple hours in the morning to help out the morning cook before the second cook comes, because that happens every day.
Correct. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh, it's been 12 months and nothing, and then at the very end of the shift, before you go like this, the manager goes, oh wait, don't clock out. I'm not talking about that.
Well, I think those people that clocked out, like, did they ninja it, or did they tell you they can't? They have to go.
No,
if they ninja it, you should have just wrote them up for abandonment of shift. But
people who break protocol, they know it's historically that they know they're gonna stay 1 to 2 hours after some, it's a thing. The manager already talked to them, you know what I mean?
Right.
When they're working on this project.
Right.
And their answer to the manager was, fuck you, the schedule says this, and I'm clocking out at that time and leaving. And that's just what they do. They stop whatever they're doing, whenever the fucking time comes, clock out, and just walk out.
Well, I'll write them up for their task not complete. Anyways, I'm gonna repeat myself. Those protocols are there for a reason, and you should obey them as much as possible if you value your job. See, that's what's wrong about nowadays. People don't
They don't
value their
value
job.
the job.
Yeah.
Like the people that know, oh, if you're at X level in the
Dude,
company,
my
and this other person is at X level in the company, and you're not supposed to fraternize, yet they still fraternize. And then because they did that, and they had a blow up, it fucks up everything. Because they couldn't follow the protocol.
like those two people that was having sex in the back, and we had to fire them. Or
Yeah.
you had to fire them.
Yes. That is one example.
It was
correct.
getting bad already because it wasn't the wife coming in all the time,
Yes.
checking up on him and stuff.
Yes. I had to tell her she cannot be hanging out in the lobby.
Yeah, and she even opened the kitchen door. I heard a couple of times.
Yes.
Anyways, let us know what you guys think about protocols at work. Should they be followed, or should you just?
Or are they just guidelines that you can break whenever you want because you do what you want?
All right, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't care. Just show us that you're supporting us. Until next time.
Hello.